everyone, a very good evening to all of you and welcome to ACE Online. So I am back with a series of 1000 plus questions based on quant and reasoning, in which we are targeting all the competitive exam where there is a section of these two subjects. So if you are preparing for such competitive exam and if you know someone who are preparing for such competitive exams, and if we specifically talk about like railway based examination, all the railway based examinations, all the SSC board based examination, all the banking examinations, all the central level, some state level examination, and all the technical based examination in which there is a section of these two subjects, and these sessions are very beneficial for all of you. So don't forget to share this particular link of this particular series, or we can say the playlist, to your friends, to your family members, or whoever preparing for such competitive exams, so they can also join us and do practice with us. So without wasting much more time, let's start our today's session. And in today's session we are mainly targeting for the quant section, and the questions are from the mains examination. So let's see what they are and how we need to approach them. So this is a very first question. The question is very simple. It is saying that from cylinder A containing 108 liters of mixture of water and alcohol in the ratio of 8:1, 36 liters of the mixture is taken out and poured into cylinder B, in which ratio of water to alcohol is 3:1. If difference between total water and total alcohol in container or in cylinder B is 60 liters, then find the quantity of initial mixture in cylinder B. This is a very simple one. A very good evening, Abhilash. So how we are going to attempt this particular question? Any one of you? See, here what we are having two containers. Here we are having cylinder number 1, or you can also say as a cylinder instead of container. In container or in cylinder A, we are having a mixture of water to alcohol in the ratio of 8:1. So we can say that we are having a total capacity or total quantity of 9, but the question is saying that it is not 9, it is 108. It's 108. That means it is present on the multiple of 12, right? So if I want to find out the total quantity in cylinder A, so I can say that the total quantity over here is this one into 12 into 12. So this is nothing but here we got 96 and here we are getting 12, right? But the question is saying that out of this we are only taking 36 liters of the mixture. That means if we are taking the 36 liters which is present on the multiple of 4, the ratio of water and alcohol will remain same always, right? So that means I am only taking 32 liters of water and 4 liters of alcohol out of cylinder 1, and I am going to mix this particular thing in my cylinder B. Right? So any one of you, if you got the answer, you can just simply comment it in your comment section. So what answer we people are getting? Okay, chat is connected now again. I guess there's some network error from my side. So yeah, what answer you people are getting? Okay. Now the question is saying that into cylinder V, where the ratio of water to alcohol is 3:1. So I can say that if I again want to write down the ratio in between water and alcohol in cylinder B, I am having it in 3:1. That means I am having a total capacity of 4. So here I am having value and here I am having ratio. We can't work like that, right? So what we will do, we will also make this as a value, right? Okay, that means the initial quantity that we are having in a container B or cylinder B is 4x. Now the question is saying that after mixing this and this, what we are getting? If we do talk about the total quantity of water and the total quantity of alcohol, we are getting a difference of 60 over here. So we can say that the total quantity of water that I am having is 32 plus 3x. This is what? This is my water, minus the quantity of alcohol, that is nothing but 4 minus plus x, and the amount of this one is nothing but equal to 60, right? The amount of this one is nothing but equals to 60. So here what we are having? Here we are having 32 plus 3x minus 4x minus x is equals to 60, right? Now here if we will solve this, here what we are getting? Here why we are writing 4x, here only we are having 4, right? Okay. So if we are going to solve this, what we are getting? We are getting 28. Here we are getting mine plus 2x is nothing but equals to 60. So if I transfer this 32 over this side, what answer I'll get? I'll get 32. That means the value of 2x I am getting is 32, and from this one the value of x I am getting is 16. The value of x that I am getting over here is 16, right? But the question is asking what is the initial mixture quantity, and the mixture quantity that we are having is of 4x. That means we need to multiply 4 into 16, and the quantity that we are getting is of 64 liters. The quantity that we are getting over here is of 64 liters. Option number C is the correct one. Option number C is the correct one, right? Very good, Rakesh. I guess don't care, you just made some calculation mistake over here. The correct answer over here is 64 liters. It's a very simple one, right? Next. So the next question says that in a match of 50 overs, Indian team's average run for the first 30 over was 5 runs per over, while for the remaining 20 overs, the average was 4.5 runs per over. Pakistan team chased the target and lost by 10 runs. Find the average runs per over scored by Pakistan team. Pakistan team played all the 50 overs. This is a very simple question based on the concept of average. If we know the formula of average, we can easily able to attempt this. So what answer we people are getting in this one? We know that whenever we do have a question from average, we are going to use this particular formula. Average is nothing but sum of all the observations divided by the number of observations, right? This is what? This is our formula, right? And we are going to use this particular formula just to get the answer. So what answer you people are getting? Okay, very good. Let's see. So the question is saying that the Indian team or whatever, the Indian team that they also played for 50 overs, right? But in the 50 overs, they divided into two segments, the first 30 and the last 20, right? In this 30, they scored with an average of 5 runs per hour. That means they scored of total 150 runs. They scored 150 runs in first 30 overs. And in the last 20 overs, they scored on the average of 4.5. That means they scored on here what we are having, this 0 and this 0, 90 runs. They scored 90 runs in the last 20 hours. That means in total, they scored 420 runs in 50 hours, 50 overs, sorry, not hours, 50 overs. But the question is saying that the Pakistan chased the target and lost by 10 runs. That means the score scored by Pakistan team is 230 runs in this 50 overs, as it is clearly mentioned that they played all the 50 overs, right? So the run rate or we can say the average is nothing but 230 divided by 50, right? When you will solve this, what you will get? You will get 4.6 as your run rate. 4.6 as your run rate. This is a very easy question. All we need to do is, we just simply need to use this particular formula just to get the answer, right? A very good evening to all of you. Very good Rakesh, very good Ashok, right? Next. The next question says that in a bag which contains 60 pens, there are 27 blue pens and some are black and some are red pens. If 2 pens are picked up from the bag without replacement, then the probability of first pen being blue and second pen being black is 9 by 59. Find the number of red pens in the bag. This one is also a very easy one. So what answer we are getting in this one? Here we are having a bag, we are having 60 pens in that. And here we are having a specific number for the blue one, that is 27. And now the rest one, we are not aware whether they are blue, how many they are black and how many they are red. And we need to figure out how many red pens we are having. How we are going to attempt this? Okay. So here the question is saying that you are having 60 pens, right? In 60 pens you are having blue, black and red, right? These 3 colors you are having. Now out of the 60, the question is saying that the 27 pens are of blue color. Now you are left with how many pens? 33 pens. But these 33 pens are a combination of black and red. But you are not specifically can say that how many black pens you are having and how many red pens you are having. But the question is saying that if I am randomly picking up the 2 pens from the bag and from that the first one is blue and the second one is black. For this one, the probability is nothing but 9 by 59. And I am doing this operation without replacement, right? I am not going to replace whatever pen I got, right? Okay. So I can say that if I want to pick up blue pen out of the 60 pens or out of the bag, so how many blue pens I am having? 27. So the probability is 27 divided by 60. Now I got my blue pen. In my bag, now I am only left with 59 pens, right? But we don't know how many black pens we are having, so I am just writing it as BL. It's denoting my black pen. So the probability of this is nothing but equal to 9 by 59, right? So can we able to eliminate something? Yes, with the help of 3 we can write 9 over here and we can write 20 over here. This 9 and this 9 is cancelled out. This 59 and this 59 is cancelled out. So the quantity of black pen that we got over here is of 20. These are my black pens. And if we know that in total we are having 33 pens, and out of that, if I am having 20 as a black pen, that means the remaining 13 are of red pen. That's what our answer. Option number B is the correct one. Option number B is the correct one, right? Very good, Radhi. It's a very easy one. All we need to do is we just simply need to use this particular formula just to get the answer, right? Next. The next question says that Satish is 50% more efficient than Charan. They together start the work and 7/12 of the work is left after 8 days. Find in what time Charan alone will complete the whole work. Again, this is a very simple question. What we need to do, first we need to calculate the total work. As we got the total work, we are having efficiency of Charan over here, and we can easily able to calculate the time required by Charan to complete this one. So what answer we people are getting? So here we are having two participants. The first one is Satish and the second one is Charan. If I want to write down the efficiency ratio in between them, so the question is saying that Satish is 50% more. So if the Charan's efficiency is 100, so the Satish efficiency is 150, 50 more than that. In the simplified format, I can write it as 3:2. The question is saying that they together start working together and 7/12 of the work is left. That means they only completed, Satish plus Charan, they only completed 5/12 part of the work, right? And they worked for how many days? They worked for 8 days. So how much work they can do in 8 days? So our unit of work, or we can say the amount of work, total work done by Satish and Charan in 8 days. This can be calculated as the total efficiency, that is nothing but 5 into 8. That means they completed 40 units of the total work. But according to our data, they only completed 5/12 of the total work. So what answer you people are getting? Okay, option number E, let's say. So the question wants to say that of the total, they are only 5/12 of this one. That means whatever total work they are having, the 5/12 part of this one is nothing but equal to 40. That means here what we are getting? We are getting 8, and the total work that they need to finish is nothing but 8 into 12, which is nothing but 96 units. Of 96 units. Now the question is asking how much time taken by Charan to complete the work. So time taken by Charan is nothing but the total work divided by the efficiency, and we got our answer as 48 days. How much time it will take? It will take 48 days. Option number E is the correct one, right? Option number E is the correct one. The next one. Okay. So the next question is from the concept of data sufficiency, where you are having this particular question and you need to determine with the help of statement number A and statement number B, are you able to answer it or not, right? For the question says that what is the value of rate of interest? What we need to do? We just simply need to find out the value of R, right? So what we have to do, we just simply need to understand the given data and the given statements of A and B, and accordingly we need to find out whether we can able to find out the value of R or not. So the statement number A is saying that Janvi invested a sum of rupees 8,000 at simple interest for 3 years in scheme A of People Choice Bank, which offers a certain rate of interest. Amount obtained from scheme A is equal to the amount obtained when rupees 9,000 is invested in scheme B for 2 years at compound interest, but again the rate of interest is not given over here. So can we able to find out the answer individually? No. Second one, rate of interest of scheme B is same as the rate of interest for scheme A. Now as it is given that the rate of interest in both the cases is same, we can equate it and we can easily able to calculate the value, but we need to check it once. So from scheme A, as we already know that from individual parts or from the individual statements we are not able to get the answer. Now what we are doing, we are merging both of them together. Because of that, we got to know that from scheme A, the amount we are getting is the principal, that is 8,000 plus the interest on it, 8,000 at our rate of interest for 3 years, right? Now if I am going to solve this, these two zeros and these two zeros are eliminated. The amount that I am getting is 8,000 plus 240R. This is the amount that we are getting from scheme A. From scheme B, the question is saying that we are putting our 9,000 rupees for 2 years at a certain interest. So from this one, the amount we are getting is nothing but 9,000 for 2 years, right? Now if I am not having this particular information, I can take R1 and R2 over here. But from this statement number B, I got to know that this R1 and R2 are equal, right? If they are equal, I can say that this 8,000 plus 240 R1, or you can replace it with R, right? I am going to replace it with R. This thing is nothing but equals to 9,000 1 plus R by 100 to the power 2. Now I only need to find out what is the value of rate of interest. We know that if I solve this, I can easily able to get the value of R, and that's what the question is asking. So are we able to get the values? Yes, but only after merging both of them together. So we can say that both are required. Both are required, right? Both the statements are required. Very good. Next one. The next question says that 4 men and 18 women can do a piece of work in 2.5 days. Then in how many days 12 women can complete the same piece of work? This is the question. Now the data in statement number 1 or statement number A is ratio of efficiency of men to women is 3:2. Second, or we can say the B, 6 men and 6 women can complete the same work in 4 days. So what is the correct answer of this one? Either very good name. So here the question is saying that 4 men and 18 women can do some work in 2.5 days, and the efficiency of them, no, the efficiency is not given. So the question is asking in how many days 12 women will complete the same work. This is the question, right? Okay. So from statement number A, as it is given that the ratio of efficiency of men to women is 3:2, that means we can able to find out the total work, which is nothing but 4 into 3 plus 18 into 2, the multiplied with the number of days, that is 2.5, right? This is the total work that we are having. But the question is asking in how many days the 12 women can complete. So if I will divide this total work, I am again assuming it as total work. So time taken by 12 women is calculated as the total work divided by the 12 and the efficiency of women is 2, and we will get our answer, right? We will get our answer. So from alone A, statement number A, we are getting our answer, right? Now we need to check our statement number B. The statement number B is saying that 6 men and 6 women can complete the same work in 4 days. So here what we will do, we will just put this thing over here. 4 men plus 18 women can do the same work in 2.5 days. From this one, can we able to find out the efficiency ratio in between men and women? Yes. Once we will get the efficiency ratio, we can easily able to do the same process. First we will find out the total work, and after that we can easily able to find out the time taken by 12 women to do the same work. That means from this one also we can easily able to answer the question. So we can say that either A or B. Individually we can easily able to answer from either of them, right? We can individually answer from either of them. Mr. Yadav, you can see the name on the title or on the thumbnail of this particular session, right? Next. The next question says that what will be speed of stream if the speed of the boat in still water is 45 kilometers per hour, right? So here the question is saying that if the speed of the boat is 45 kilometers per hour, so what you have to do, you have to find out the speed of the stream. But for that, what we are having? We are having these two statements. Statement number A, the time taken by boat to cover 240 km upstream in 4 hours more than the time taken by boat to cover the same distance in downstream. We know that whenever we do have these kind of questions, how to get the answer, right? And the second one says that boat takes total 15 hours to cover 300 kilometers in downstream and upstream. So what answer we people are getting in this one? Very good. So it's a simple one. If you will go through the A, the question is saying that 240 kilometers. Okay, so we know that time, we need to use this formula. Distance is nothing but speed into time, right? We are having this formula, right? So distance divided by, now this time what we are going to do, we are just going to divide it by speed so that we can get the time. So here what we are having here upstream. So upstream is nothing but the speed of boat minus the speed of stream minus 240, here the speed of the boat plus speed of the stream. This is my downstream, this is my upstream, and this is my downstream. So according to this, the time difference in between them is nothing but equals to 4, right? As I'll put the value over here of 45, can we able to determine the answer? Yes, we can easily able to determine the answer. As you can see that here what we are having 60 in total, and here we are having 45 plus speed of boat minus 45 plus speed of boat, right, divided by 45 square minus speed of boat square, which is nothing but equal to 1. So from this one you can easily able to calculate, like you can easily able to solve the quadratic equation, and here the speed of boat that you got is somewhere around 15 kilometers per hour, right? Or just by seeing this equation I got to know that I can easily able to calculate the value, right? So from this one I can get my answer. Now we need to check the B one. So the question is saying that the total time taken in the upstream and the downstream to cover 300 kilometer distance, it will take 15 hours. That means 300 kilometers in downstream, right, plus 300 kilometer in upstream, and the total time taken by them is 15. Now again you are having the value of SB, which is nothing but 45. If you will put the value again, you will get the quadratic equation, and from this as well you are getting your answer as 15 kilometers per hour. That means from this as well you can easily able to calculate the answer. So again the answer is either A or B is the correct answer. Either A or B is the correct answer. Very good name, very good Dharani, very good Radhe, very good Rakesh, right? Next. Okay, this one again a very easy one. So the question is saying that what will be the sum of two natural numbers P and Q, where for the statement number A, P and Q both are multiple of 24, while P is 50% more than of Q. Okay, so can we able to get the value of P and Q? Yes, we can. Next, B. P by 30 and Q by 40 both are natural numbers. So what answer we people are getting in this one? So again a very easy one. So what answer we people are getting? A. Let's see. So basically we need to find out the sum of P and Q. This is the requirement. Okay. From A. The question is saying that here P and Q both are multiple of 24, and where P is 50% more than that of Q. So if I want to write down the ratio in between P and Q, I can write it as 3:2. That means the total sum is also present on the multiple of 24, right? Okay. So if I'll multiply this 24, as it is nothing but the sum of P and Q, right? This is nothing but the sum of P and Q, which we need to find out. So are we able to get the answer? Yes. But the question is saying that they are present on the multiple of 24, and here what we are having? We are having ratio. Like there are chances that instead of this one, I'll write 9:6, right? And the sum that I'll get is 15. Now if I multiply 15 by 24, I'll get some other answer, right? I'm getting answer but some other value, okay? Instead of this one, if I'll write 18 and 12 over here, again the sum that I'll got is 30, and again if I multiply this 24, I'll get some other value. I'm getting value but different value every time. But here the sum of the two natural number will always remain same. It is not like that if I'll add 24 and 30 together, I know that the sum is like 54. It's not like one time I'm getting 54, sometime I'm getting 74, sometime I'm getting 84. It's not like that. And because of this one, we can say that from A we are not getting our answer. From A we are not getting our answer, right? Now B. The B one is P by 30 and Q by 40 are my natural numbers. Now if I add this one, here first there are so many possible values for P and Q, right? There are so many possible values for P and Q, and from this one if I do that so here what we are getting? We are getting 40P plus 30Q. But here again as I start putting the value of P and Q, I am getting the multiple values, right? I am getting the multiple values. Now, if you will merge them together, after that also you are not able to get the specific answer. So we can say that after merging both of them together also, we are not getting the, both are not sufficient. Both are not sufficient to give the answer. Both are together not sufficient. Together not sufficient to give the answer. Is it clear? So we need to take care of small things, as it is clearly given that here we are having ratio format, we are not having value. If the question is saying that P is 50 more than Q, in that case we can think, but here we are having ratio, and for ratio we know that we can continuously increase it, right? Next. Okay, this one is a nice one. So the question is very simple. All you need to do is you just simply need to understand the language. So the question is saying that there are 2A plus 16 students in a coaching institute with 3 streams, that is engineering, medical and commerce. The ratio of students who take engineering to medical is 4:1. Find the total number of students in the coaching institutes. How we are going to do that? Thank you so much for all the hearts, but now start solving this one. So what answer we people are getting? Okay. So the question is saying that there are total 2A plus 16 students. So what we need a value of A just to get the answer, right? But the question is saying that if I want to find out the engineering ratio and to the medical student. So engineering to medical, the ratio is 4:1. That means on the total we are having 5, right? Okay. So instead of putting it in a ratio, I'll convert it into the value, because here also I am having a value. So I can say that if I am for the engineering, if I am having 4B, as A is already introduced over here, so I am just assuming B. 4B students, so for the medical I am having B students, and in total I am having 5B students, right? So if I want to find out the number of students that we are having in the commerce, so the commerce one is nothing but 2A plus 16. This is my total strength minus 5B. This 5B is representing all the engineering and the medical student, right? Okay. Now, either, are you sure? Let's see. Okay. As we are getting either answer, let's start with the B first, right? Okay. So here, all we calculated is, we calculated the number of commerce students we are having. Okay. Second, B statement. We are starting with B. Okay. Total commerce students in class are 25% less than the total engineering students in the coaching institute. So total engineering student that we assumed over here is 4B, right? And they're 25% less. That means the commerce student is nothing but the 75%. So we can say that the 75% of the total one that we are having is 2A plus 16 minus 5B. These are the commerce student, which is nothing but the 75% of the total engineering student. So if I am going to solve this, in that case also, here what we are getting 3 and 4, right? So it will become 16B, and if I solve this, it will become 6A plus 48 minus 15B. So if I'll transfer this side, I'll get B is equals to 6A plus 48. But what I want the total number of students in the coaching institute. All I'll get the value of B over here, right? If I'll put the value of B over here, in that also, after that my equation will always stays in the variable A. So are we able to get the answer from B? No. this one is eliminated. So my either answer is also eliminated. So what answer we people are getting? This one, this option number B is directly eliminated because still I am struggling with a variable A and we need the complete value. If you want to put the value of B over here, so what you will get? You will get 2A plus 16 minus 5 and the value of B is nothing but 6A plus 48, right? Now if you will still solve this particular equation, you will get the value in a variable of A. And here what we need a variable of the value of A. So are we able to get the answer? No. Are we able to get the answer? No. I don't know how you all people are getting either as your answer. So for the total strength, I just want the value of A and from this one I am not getting it, right? So this option either or and the second one is eliminated. So if I'll talk about the usual options that we are having, that means option number B and option number C, both are eliminated, right? Now I'll just go through my statement number A. Are we still getting the answer from statement number A or not? So the statement number A is saying that total students who take engineering are 8 more than the total students who take commerce. Okay, that means the engineering one are 4B. These are nothing but 8 more than the total number of strength. That means 2A plus 16 minus 5B. These are the students who took commerce. So the total student who take engineering are 8 more than. That means we need to write it like this. Is this statement is correct? Is this statement is correct? So from this, can we able to get a relationship in between B and A? Yes. So what we are going to do, we are going to transfer this 5B to that side. So 9B plus 8 is nothing but 2A plus 16, right? The total student who take engineering are 8 more than. Okay, I guess I am writing something wrong over here, but I am not able to get it. So is the statement is correct? Okay, so in the next one, what we are having, I am just leaving this point over here only. In the next line, it is given that, and the probability of selecting one student who take medical is 1 by 8. So what is the probability of selecting a medical student? That is nothing but B upon the total strength, that is 2A plus 16 is nothing but equals to 1 by 8. So from this one, what I have to do? Either I have to calculate the value of B or the value of A. So it's better to put this particular value is like this. So here what we are getting? We are getting B upon 9B plus 8, which is nothing but equals to 1 by 8. So from this one we can say that 8B is nothing but equals to 9B plus 8. So the value of B that we are getting is minus 8. How is that possible? The value that we are getting from here is minus 8. Okay. But still we are getting the value of B. If I'll get the value of B, I can just simply substitute the value of B over here. Like if I'll just simply forgot, or I'm just simply assuming that there's no sign and I'm just assuming the value of B as 8. So from this one I can easily able to get the value of this one, which is nothing but 9 into 8 plus 8. This is nothing but this is my total strength. This is my total strength. So are we able to get the values? Yes. So only A is sufficient. Only A is sufficient. The correct answer over here is your option number A, right? 4B is equals to 2A plus 16 minus b and minus 4b minus 8. I don't know what you wrote, Radhe, but I guess like I need to put this 8 over here, right? Or there's something, I made some mistake over here. But ultimately all I know is, like, if I'll solve this, I'll get the value of b, and as I'll get the value of b, I can easily able to calculate the value of a from it, and ultimately I'll get my answer. You can check this statement, I'm not sure about this, right? Okay, next. Okay, so the next question says that there is a square field of area n square meters, a cylindrical ditch of a radius 7 meters and depth 4 meters is dug, and the earth is taken out and spread over the remaining part of the square field. The height of square field goes by 1.54 meters. What is the value of n in square meters? Okay, minus 8 we need to do. So it will become 48 over here. Okay, it will become minus. If it will become minus, okay, just solve this particular thing. Here we will get plus. Okay, now just solve this one. So what answer you people are getting? It's a very easy one. All we need to do is we just simply need to find out the area of a square field. Okay, so there is a square field of n square meters and a cylindrical ditch is happening over there. So first we need to find out how much earth we dug out from this one. So first we just simply need to find out the volume of cylinder. And the volume of cylinder is calculated as pi r square h, right? And the value of pi that we are taking over here is 22/7. And the value of radius is given as 7, right? And the height that we are having over here is 4. So can we able to get the values? Yes, so 22 into here what we are having 28, right? So ultimately we can easily able to get the answer. Here we can easily able to get the answer. So if I do multiply over here, so we are getting 616 meter cube, right? This is what? This is the total volume of earth that we dug out from the cylindrical, right? Now we are going to spread this particular amount on the remaining earth or the remaining portion of the square field. So first we need to find out on how much amount we are spreading it. So here n, which is nothing but the total amount, and out of that we only remove this part. If I do talk about the square, we only remove this part because the rest one is the height, which is nothing but, because of that I am getting this one. Because of this I am getting a height of this one multiplied by 1.54, and it is nothing but equal to the total volume. This is what all I need to solve and I'll get my answer. So pi r square, so n minus 22/7 into 7 into 7 multiplied by 1.54 is nothing but 616, right? So here what we are getting, n minus 154, and if I'll solve this, here I'll get 400, right? So the value of n is nothing but 400 plus 154, that means the total answer is 554 meter square. The original area of the square is 554 meter square. Option number D is the correct one. Very good, Chandu. Option number D is the correct one. Very good name, very good, Chandu. Right? It's a very simple one. Next. The next question says that Ram and Sham entered in a business by making investment of rupees 4,000 and 5,500 respectively. After 6 months, Ram and Shyam withdraw rupees 1,000 and 1,500 respectively, and Mohan joined them with capital of rupees 4x. If after 1 year and 3 months, now this time the duration is changed, 1 year and 3 months, Mohan received rupees 2,250 as profit share out of the total profit of rupees 12,250. Then find the investment of Mohan. What we need to do? We need to find out the investment of Mohan. Very good, Dharani. Now just simply try to solve this particular question. Here we are having 3 persons, Ram, Shyam and Mohan. And we know that if we want to calculate the profit, profit is nothing but the time period multiplied by the investment that they made. Okay, let's start solving it. So, Ram invested of rupees 4,000, Shyam 5,500. Okay, right now Mohan do not invested anything. Okay, after 6 months, okay, so they invested 4,000 for 6 months and he invested 5,500 for 6 months. Now the Ram withdrew 1,000. Now still he is investing his 300 rupees for the rest months, and for the rest months are total 12 plus 3, that is 15. Now still he invested for 9 more months plus. Now he withdraw 1,500, that means he still he's keep on investing of his 4,000 rupees for the remaining months, that means 9 months. Now at this moment, who came into the scene? Mohan came into the scene with a capital of 4x, and he also invested for the remaining 9 months. Okay. Now we will calculate the total profit. Here the total profit that we are getting is 36x, right? Here the 55, that means here we are getting 33k plus here what we are getting? We are getting 36k, right? So in total we are getting 69k. 69k, that means 69,000. Here we are getting 24k plus 27k, right? So ultimately we are getting 51k over here. So can we able to eliminate it with the help of anything? So yes, we can eliminate it with the help of what? With the help of 6, right? With the help of 6 we can eliminate it. Here we are getting 8.5. Here we are getting 11.5k. Here we are getting 8.5k, 11.5k, and here we are getting 6x, right? So the question is simply saying that if Mohan is getting 6x out of the total investment of 20 plus 6x, which is nothing but equals to 2250 divided by 12250. We only need to solve this one, and from this one we are getting the value of x is 750, right? Once I'll get the value of 750, now what I have to do? I just simply have to find out the investment made by Mohan. So 4 into 750, which is nothing but equals to 3,000 rupees. Option number D is the correct one. Option number D is the correct one. Very good, Dharani, very good, Chandu, very good, Radhe, very good name, right? Next one. This one again a very easy one. So the question is very simple. The question is saying that train A can cross a man in 8 seconds and a 180 meter long platform P in 17 seconds. If train A cross train B, which is running in opposite direction at speed of 108 kilometers per hour, in 8 seconds, then find the time taken by train B to cross platform P. First, you need to convert the speed as it is given in the kilometers per hour, and the rest quantities are in seconds and meters. So, it's better to convert the speed, and let me know what answer you people are getting. If I want to write down it in meter per second, I need to multiply it by 5 by 18. So here this is nothing but 6. So the speed that we are getting is 30 meters per second, right? First I need to calculate the length of train A, right? Because that's not given. But before that I need to calculate the speed, okay? The speed of train A is nothing but whatever length it is divided by the time for the men, which is also nothing but equals to this one. So if you compare this one, you can easily able to calculate the length of train A, as the speed in both of them will remain same. So here we are having 17 length of train A is nothing but 8 times of length A plus 8 into 180. So here we are getting 9. 9 of length A is nothing but 8 into 180. So because of 9 we will get 20 over here. So length of train A is nothing but 160 meters. Length of train A is nothing but 160 meters. So just by putting this value over here, we can calculate the speed of train A as well, which is nothing but 160 by 8, that is nothing but 20 meters per second. 20 meters per second. Now, with the help of this line, what we need to do, we need to calculate the length of train B. So, the relative speed, as they are running from the opposite direction, so the relative speed is nothing but 30 plus 20. That means 50 meters per second. That is nothing but 50 meters per second. So, we can say that here what we are having, length of train B plus 160 is nothing but 50 into multiplied. How much time it will take? It will take 8 seconds. So, length of B is nothing but 400 minus 160. So it is nothing but 240 meters, right? The length of train B is nothing but, Chandu, I guess you made some mistake over here. Radhe, very good, Dharani. So here the answer is very simple. As we got the length of train B, now we need to find out the time taken by train B to cross the same platform. This is nothing but 240 plus 180. Divided by the speed, that is nothing but 30, right? So here what we are getting 0, 2 and 420 by 30, and here we are getting 14 seconds as the answer. Option number C is the correct one. Option number C is the correct one, right? It's a very simple one. Next. Okay, this one is also a very easy one. The next question says that there are two shopkeepers. First shopkeeper calculates his profit percent on the selling price, whereas the second shopkeeper calculates his profit percent on the cost price. If the selling price of both the shopkeeper is same and the difference between their profits is rupees 175, then calculate the sum of the cost price of both the shopkeepers if the profit percent for the both shopkeeper is 25%. This one is again a very easy one. Very good, Dharani. Now just simply try to solve this particular question, as this one is also a very easy one. Okay. Here what we are having two shopkeepers. So here we are having our first shopkeeper and here we are having our second shopkeeper. As it is clearly mentioned that the profit percent for both the shopkeepers 25%, that means I can say that if like something is of 4 rupee, they are getting 1 rupee as a profit. But there is some changes in it. The question is saying that first shopkeeper calculates his profit percentage on selling price. That means the profit percentage is nothing but equal to 1 by 4, but this time this 4 is representing the selling price and this one is a profit. So from this one we can say that the cost price is nothing but 3 rupees, profit is of 1 rupee and the selling price is of 4 rupee according to the shopkeeper number 1. The same thing is happening with the second shopkeeper. The profit percentage is 1 by 4, but this person is calculating on the cost price. That means this 4 is nothing but the cost price and this one is the profit. Here the cost price is nothing but equals to 4, the profit is nothing but equal to 1 and the selling price is nothing but equals to 5, right? But the question is saying that, there it is, the selling price for both the shopkeepers is same. That means the value of selling price is equal. If it is so, that means we need to make the selling price equal, and as this is a ratio or we can say the percentage, we need to make the whole values equal. So we just simply multiply it by 5 and we just simply multiply it by 4 just to make our selling price equal. So for the first one and for the second one, the new prices that we are having, so the cost price will become 15, profit will become 5 and the selling price will become is of 20, right? Here the cost price will become 16, profit 4 and the selling price is 20. But the question is saying that the selling price is same, but the difference in between their profits is rupees 175. Here the difference in the profit is nothing but 1, but the value of 1 is nothing but 175. That means it is present on the multiple of 175. What we need to do, we need to find out the total cost price. So the total cost price is nothing but 31, 15 plus 16 and we need to multiply it by 175. And if we multiply it, so we will get 5425 as the answer. Option number A is the correct one. Option number A is the correct one. Very good Chandu, very good Radhe, right? So with this one, let's end this session over here only. And we just saw that whenever we do take, when we start solving the questions from the mains examinations, the only difference is they are asking in the depth. They just wanted to check like how good you are in your concepts and a little more calculation in comparison of the prelims paper, right? So we need to work on ourselves and we need to do more and more practice, especially on the calculation, so we are not going to make any mistakes or any silly problems over here. So with this one, let's end the session over here only. We'll meet in the next one. Till then, keep smiling, stay safe, bye bye, and thank you so much for watching this video.